Hi, Jessica Rector, keynote speaker, #1 best-selling author, and high performance and inner communication expert. We are in the middle of an 8-part video series of how your inner communication directly impacts certain aspects of your life. Today, part 4, we're talking about how it's impacting high-performing teams. So, inner communication is an individual thing. So you may say, Jessica, how does that really impact high-performing teams if it's an individual thing? Well, glad you asked. The way it directly impacts high-performing team, let's say you have a team member that comes in. They're in a bad mood, or they're in a funk, they're complaining, they have an attitude. Has that ever happened to you? You may be dealing with that right now on your team. And what happens is they come in and they start talking to you. And you're like, yeah, I know, traffic was horrible. Oh my gosh, I wish we just worked from home. And then before you know it, you're taking that on. And then when you see someone else, you go and grab a cup of coffee, you say it's someone else, and you start relaying that same thing to that person. So it starts snowballing to other people without you even realizing it. And if you have this person in the office and you get there after they do, you may be in the best mood, and as you're walking in the building, you see their car and you're like, ugh. Immediately, your mood changes, your disposition changes, your attitude changes. You start thinking, oh, I don't want to deal with this person. What am I going to say if he comes up to me and starts talking? What am I going to do if she corners me? I don't know how I'm going to get out of it. Do you see how immediately your thoughts start to change without you even recognizing it? It's like your whole disposition goes from, oh, I'm so excited to, do I got to go in there? No! So inner communication is an individual thing. But when one person's inner communication is not aligned with themselves, it directly impacts everybody else on the team. A lot of times without you recognizing it, because maybe that person shows up the same way time and time again, and you've just gotten used to dealing with it. And the leader's not doing anything about it because they don't recognize it, or they don't recognize that it's actually a big problem. And the thing is that inner communication on teams spreads like wildfires. It literally will impact every single person on your team and their performance and their productivity and their sales. It literally will affect everything when one person's inner communication is not in alignment. When their inner game is off, other people can feel it. Other people sense it. And they know it because they see it. The person tries to talk to him and they hear it. They feel it. And it directly then impacts. So instead of you just having one person whose inner communication isn't aligned, now you got everyone on your team, the 10 people on your team who are going out there and their inner communication isn't aligned. So what are you doing that directly impacts your team? And if this is an issue on your team, what are you doing to address that? What are you going to do to change that? How are you going to help your team's inner game get aligned, get intact, so they can go out there and build a stronger relationship with each other, with the clients, better communicate, better lead, and create stronger relationships? What are you doing? And what are you going to do? Just one thing to help your people get better aligned with their inner game, with that inner communication of what they're saying to themselves, about themselves. If you've implemented all this technology and you have one person that's resistant to it, that directly impacts the rest of your office. And you may not think it does, but it does. So what are you doing to correct that? So your team can perform at a higher level. They can reach more success and be more productive. You can find out more about me at jessicarector.com. Until next time, have an amazing day. Bye-bye.